Hello, today we are creating a flower. It is spring and so many flowers are blooming. So we're going to be having some different color papers and different shapes for the different part of this project. So you're going to have a half sheet of red construction paper. You're going to fold it in half and you're going to either have a stencil or you're going to free draw some shapes that are like leaf shapes. These are going to be the petals of your flower. So what I'm going to do is you're going to trace or draw that petal and then you're going to cut it out. And the paper's folded, so we'll get 2 of those petals. And then what I'll do is take that and retrace it onto my paper. I'm going to take the ones that I just cut out. I'm going to trace them. And then I have that shape on there and I'm going to cut them because I want to create petals enough for my flower. So we're going to repeat this process again. I'm going to use this shape and trace it, following the shape slowly. It's a round, oval-like shape. It's kind of like the shape of a football or an eye with curved lines. And when I have when I've done this 3 times, I should have enough pieces for my flower. So I'm going to put this shape aside, and if I need more, I'll bring that to my paper. But these are the petals that I have. And what we'll do next is get our background color. I'm going to choose purple. And then I'm going to put my petals onto my paper. And I'm going to take my petals and start to arrange them onto my paper. And how I'll do this is I'm going to put a little bit of glue and then I'm going to put my petal there and I'm going to put it down but then fold it. So I'm connecting, gluing, and bending. So this has a little bit of a 3D effect and you want to hold it and press it down a little bit. And then I'm going to repeat that. I've got my first one, oops, and if it pops up, just put a little more glue, press it back down and do that again. Now I'm going to put some glue right next to there, put my other petal right next to that one, add some glue, and bend it. I'm going to repeat. Remember, just have your glue stick a little bit risen, not too big, because then it smooshes the glue. We just need to have it up a little bit. Bending it and holding it. I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wonderful. Then I'm going next to that. And I'm creating a circle with my petals, and I want to have 5 or 6 petals. So I'm going to bring this one a little over so I have room for 2 more possibly. Glue, bend, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and that's great. I'm going to see if I have room for 2 more. Okay, I'm going to squeeze those 2 in. So I'm going to go ahead and put put some glue, do the same, and then put these pieces here as well. One here and one there. Some glue, bend, and stick and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oop. If it pops up, just put your finger back on it and press down. Okay, so there are the petals for my flower. Now what I'm going to do is take my stem and see which way I want to put it. I think I like it right there, so I'm going to glue a line where I want my stem to go. And I'm going to put that green strip and press it down. I'm going to put it up a little higher. Then I'm going to take my yellow paper. I'm going to cut this a little bit smaller. So I'm going to cut it in half. Because mine's very wide, yours is going to be the right size. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fold it. And I'm going to cut little lines just close to the edge, but I'm not cutting it off. I'm just cutting little lines in there like I'm going to make little grass. This is going to add some texture, the way that something feels, to our flower that's popping up off of our page. So I'm going slow, cutting these lines, being careful not to cut my paper off, but just cutting right before the end of this edge. Okay, so now I have these lines, this texture, and now what I can do is I'm gonna wrap this and fold it. I'm gonna fold it and bend it and roll it. So I'm rolling it to have texture and make it part of my flower decoration. This will be the inner part of the flower. And what I'm going to do now is put some glue right here on this end. Oops. Scratch it off my paper and put it on this paper where I want it to go. And I'm going to hold it and squeeze. But I'm also going to start, while I'm squeezing it, I'm going to start to open up these textures, these papers that I used. And I'm fluffing that out because that's going to be in the center of my flower. And I'm going to bend these open. Now, oop, that's coming off, so I have to hold it again. 1, 2, I'm holding it and pressing it. 3, if it needs a little more glue, add a little more glue. I think mine's good. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Held it, and now I'm going to put glue in the middle, and I'm going to put a generous amount. And then I'm going to, oh, not that way. We want this on top. I'm going to bend this and put that in the middle of my paper. I'm going to open that up. If I need some more glue, I'm going to go ahead and add more glue and then stick that down. And I'm going to hold and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If it needs a little longer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. So I've got the center part of the flower now, and that came off. It's probably going to need a little more time to dry, So we could use white glue, which will take longer to dry, but it will definitely stay, and it'll stay strong to glue that down longer term. So I'm just going to hold it and then leave it, and now we're going to get our petals. You're going to trace and cut out and have your petals for your flowers, and you are going to glue those down. I'm going to actually bend the petal because I want that to pop up a little bit. I'm going to use some glue. Try not to waste the glue if something is on the edges there. I just like to, I'm going to bend the petal first. Just bend it in half, and then I'm going to put some glue. I'm using the edges of that glue and just using that, gluing that down. All right, and we've got our beautiful flower. Happy spring, everybody. Yay. Another step is you can fold this if you'd like to close that up, and it can be a bit of a gift, right? We can bend this, glue it, and hold it just like we've been doing to make it a bit of a container for our flower, and it can be a lovely gift for someone you care about. Wonderful. I hope you enjoyed it.